Twice a Week Podcast, episode 27. I didn't like that one. We gotta redo it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twice a Week Podcast, episode 27.
Just took it up a key.
Yeah, that is better.
Yeah.
That was better.
27 Club. That's when all the musical artists kill themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix? Overdose, not necessarily kill himself.
Right.
For Jimi Hendrix. I don't know.
Amy
Mac
Winehouse.
Miller.
Amy Winehouse, Mac
Amy
Miller.
Winehouse.
That's crazy.
What's the whole white lighter thing associated with that?
Oh, there.
I think a couple of them had white lighters like in their presence.
Yeah. That's weird.
That is weird.
I remember that when I was smoking ciggies back in the day. Ciggy Bop Brines.
I get a copy of lighter.
I had a white lighter at PSE once, but it was actually a black lighter, but all lighters are whiter than you think.
Yeah.
Because they're white underneath, and I ripped the black off. And everyone's like, whoa, you can't use that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's okay.
Oh my
I'm not going to
God.
not use
I don't
this
think
lighter.
the rapper.
Like, people are freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Some people have their superstitions, you know?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any?
Yeah.
What?
Like the salt. Spill salt, throw it over your shoulder.
Well, that's just, like, fun.
I won't walk under a ladder. I will not walk under a ladder.
Really?
I'd have this year.
Yeah, I won't do that.
I won't do it as like a safety thing. It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it's just you don't do that, I guess. Y'all ever heard of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
for
like,
sure.
if you break a mirror, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, like, black cats, apparently.
No.
And I heard if you see a black cat next to a broken mirror, you better fucking get out of there.
The mirror one's pretty interesting, and I learned the other day. So, like, mirrors are still like relatively like a new thing, right? Like mirrors haven't been around that long.
Mm-hmm.
And a long time ago, it used to take forever to make a mirror. Like it took a long time to like polish the steel and everything, like several years to get it to the point where you could actually like use it. And that's why they used to be so small.
Huh.
So if you broke one, it was like the bad luck extended however long it took to build that mirror.
Oh.
What are the you literally just
Sorry.
learned that, like, a
Yeah, my
couple
dad.
days ago?
Like a week ago, my dad was telling me about it. I was like, it's pretty cool.
Now I'm superstitious.
Mm-hmm.
No more mirrors.
I hold my breath when I go past cemeteries if I'm driving.
I can't do that.
Hold your breath.
Yeah, it's like. No, I've tried it.
We literally have one across the street.
Yeah. When I was in Baghdad, there's one in Baghdad, and it's just too long. It's like a minute and a half, dude.
Yeah.
You're driving.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't do it. Speaking of musical artists, y'all, what y'all heard about Travis Scott lately?
Dude, that's crazy. It's really sad, honestly.
Dude, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
Fuck Travis Scott, dude.
Mhm.
Well, he's notorious for inciting riots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't he start when you were at Lollapalooza
Yeah.
a couple years ago?
Yeah, he got arrested for it and everything.
Listen, at Astroglide Festival in Texas, this is what happened. What?
Did you say Astroglide?
Yeah, Astro World. Astro.
Was that-
thought that's what it was called.
Was that you on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay.
I was like, oh, God, dude.
What, did I say something wrong?
okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
8 people dead, 300 injured in 11 cardiac arrests.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Apparently someone was just running around injecting people with opium. There's like rumors of that.
Yeah, they had to, like, Narcan and fucking
Mhm.
cop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
there's a story about a security guard like trying to grab someone out of the crowd that was getting crushed, and he just felt a little prick right in his neck, and then he was then rushed to the hospital, and he was like examined.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah, it's
Found it in
terrifying.
his system.
What's going on
Terrifying.
at these Travis Scott concerts, dude?
I don't know. I don't know what the lore is behind seeing Travis Scott. Like he's not that good. We saw him.
No.
He wasn't that good. You've seen
Yeah,
him twice.
I mean-
not that good.
Yeah, he's fully auto-tuned the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen him. He sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, the appeal, obviously, he's like a god to a lot of people. Like, just his music, like, changes their lives or whatever. 'cause
Why,
it's so good. I don't know, but they've got their things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that he does do better than other rappers is bring an absurd amount of energy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is good because that's really the only thing you can do if you're not going backstage or not going to the back of the stage and, like, hitting the drums, picking up a guitar, or
Yeah.
dancing, you know, a choreographed dance.
Yeah.
Which I don't fucking get that.
Mm-hmm.
like these rappers millions of dollars, at least even if they don't have it, their whatever label does, who's putting on the show, who wants another show to go to whatever place they were at, and they can't just pay 5 dancers
Yeah.
and take 2 weeks to learn a dance for fucking one of the songs.
Yeah,
You know,
it's weird.
like, you got the money for that shit.
He still just goes up there and hops around
Yeah.
and flails his
And
fucking
it's just,
hair.
and it obviously doesn't affect his business model,
No.
so that's fine. But
Weird,
I
man.
want to see some dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I like seeing people dance in unison.
Yeah,
So cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, that would be terrifying. Like, I'm sure. Have you ever been? Well, you went to Voodoo, but have you ever been like on the rail at any like major festival?
Steve Aoki.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He threw a cake in my face. Yeah,
that's
Forgot
awesome.
about that. Yeah, you got caked.
but yeah, it is scary because you can't move.
No, you can't move. Like, you're literally being crushed.
Yeah, I have an issue with claustrophobic situations.
Yeah.
One of the presidents came here when I was in 4th grade.
Was it W?
Yeah,
I think
I think
so. I
it
think it
was
was
must have
W.
been W. And I was in the
Carrie.
Civic Center, and I like had a panic attack from
Right.
being like crowded, and I was also in 4th grade, so it was really small. You know, I like now I can at least see over like most people.
Yeah.
My dad had to like put me on his shoulders and shit.
That's yeah, it's scary, dude.
So me and Travis Scott concerts do not
Uh-huh.
go well together.
Yeah. Dude, what happens is they like you get so crushed and people asphyxiate while standing up. Like you like pass
There's
out
not
while
enough
standing
O2.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough O2 and you can't expand your chest cavity enough. So you literally just.
Ugh, that's gnarly.
The bad part about the Travis Scott thing, though, is that several people like rushed the stage and are like, "You need to stop." Like, there's a dead person in the crowd.
Yeah.
And he just kept going.
No, there's a video
that's
of
terrible.
him looking at a guy's. There's a video of him looking at a guy's dead body being like crowd surfed out. And, like he's close enough to where he can see it, and he just is still like singing. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's super messed up.
Yeah, it's whack.
Yeah,
Which-
I think like it was a festival, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it was his.
Astroworld Festival.
It was his festival. Yeah.
Yeah. Big Call was just telling me about it today. I didn't see anything about it, but
Yeah.
we were driving home and he said like they're tying like Drake into it and shit too. Like people are going after him for some reason. I don't know why.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was on stage when it happened. Like,
Oh, dang.
that was like the big thing was that
Yeah.
whenever like he brought Drake out, then it got even crazier and like just people started pushing like back and forth.
Yeah.
And trampled. So
It's like if you're gonna cancel somebody, cancel them over like a complete disregard for human life. You know, that's understandable.
yeah.
Don't cancel someone for some shit they said. You know, dumb. All right.
Yeah, there seems to be more weight behind like, hey, but at least he can rap about murdering people now and not be a front.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he didn't do it before, skinny ass. I want all the smoke from Travis Scott.
It would help us out, sir.
Yeah.
If you could please get
Yeah.
offended.
Yeah. Good
by
friend, say
Pulley.
something back. Isn't that the guy that shit himself like 5 episodes ago?
Yeah. It's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Our brand.
Yeah. That would
Pants
also
shitting.
insinuate that he's been watching the pod.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Gosh.
But do you want a murderer watching the pod?
I'm sure there's some already.
That might have been the first fucking group.
That may have been our kickstart, dude.
Maybe not that, but definitely like, who knows?
Yeah.
Hmm.
While we're speaking about people who watch the podcast, he's gonna love this. James,
Yeah.
Night Dreamer. Is it Night Dreamer?
Yeah.
You're the man. Dude, he's the man.
James is the man.
I'm always responding to his comments.
Dude,
and
I got
stuff.
real worried because he stopped like commenting on like
I know he
like,
missed
4
a couple.
episodes, and I was like,
Dude.
dude, like we must have pissed him off. He must have
No.
left, and then I saw James made a little comeback.
Yeah,
He
dude.
loves
Thank
that
God.
guy.
If we lose him,
Dude, we're doing it for him.
Pretty
He's
much.
the core, dude. He's the man.
yeah.
We're gonna have him on eventually.
Wait, who is James?
He's like he's our super fan on YouTube.
He's
Oh,
our
no
first,
way.
our
Dude, he's-
first big fan. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He comments like super positive, like, "Oh, I love watching you guys." Just like, okay, dude.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's
always
awesome.
throws it down for the boys.
Yeah, it's dope. But
Yeah, shout out to James.
Shout out to James. Dude, so we watched your last episode
Mm-hmm.
together. How did it feel like seeing yourself just talk to your friends for an hour on camera, and how has it changed how you feel right now?
Dude, the first 5 minutes weren't so bad, and it just got progressively worse.
It's so hard.
It's so weird.
It's tough.
It's so weird. Like, it gave me so much more of appreciation for people that do that for a living. Like, I don't know how all these YouTubers and influencers just like go around filming themselves and then just like pump out hundreds of videos every year
yeah, it's
of that. Like, it's crazy.
it's crazy, dude.
Not in like definitely not in like a bad light or anything, but like it was cool. Like, it's definitely like a unique experience to do that, especially for like an hour.
yeah.
Like, that's not something most people do or have ever done. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
thankful for that.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
weird.
well, video cameras themselves are like pretty new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the general population having access to video cameras, you know?
Yeah. And it's different than like filming a Snapchat and you watch it back. Even then you can be cringe. You're like,
Mhm.
fuck, I just got to send it. I can't watch this anymore.
Mhm.
But like an hour-long conversation
Yeah.
with your friends, and you like forget that you're being filmed. So it's like
Mhm.
really what you're like, or what
Yeah.
you look like
Yeah.
when you're saying dumb shit or
Mhm.
whatever. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I feel like it's everyone's reaction to like like I was talking to you last night about it, and you're just like you're just cringed the whole time. It's like everyone, like even us, when I'm editing them, I'm like, just shut up, stop talking, stop fucking talking. Nobody cares.
Uh-huh. Dude, I remember when I was doing the editing for the first couple episodes. Oh, dude, it was painstaking because I would have to listen to myself talk and be like, "Oh, it sucks."
Yeah, it's worth some money to not have to go through that.
Dude, it's so.
Yeah. You also just feel like everything you say is retarded.
Yeah, you watch it, you're like, okay, like
You're just like, wow.
I'm the dumbest human being on the planet.
100%.
God.
Which is like super impressive for like Joe Rogan's podcast. Like, they're just talking for 6-7 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like, I think his record is like 5.5 hours. But his regular time is like 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
I think. And you can tell, like, if he didn't fuck with the guest very hard, it's like an hour
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like almost 2 hours. That's like how you know for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think does he like recruit his own guests, or does like Spotify have a list of people that are like, all right, like Spotify
don't-
goes to this person and they're like, do you want to be on Jerry?
I don't think it has anything to do with Spotify.
True.
Like, they're literally just like an aggregator for him.
Oh, that's cool.
At one.
And I've heard that it goes both ways. Like he said, sometimes he wants someone, and he has
Yeah.
people that, like, he wants like Hunter Biden really bad.
Oh, that would
But
be a
like
good
he like
person.
won't come on right now. But then obviously like he gets email, like his people get emails all the time.
Mhm.
It's very telling when people won't go on his podcast. In my
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, Bernie Sanders went on there.
Mm-hmm.
Bernie Sanders, he's been the same dude since he was fucking 18 years old.
Well, Trump wanted him to host a debate between him and Biden.
Yeah.
Trump wanted Bernie to?
No, Trump wanted Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like Joe would be a great mediator for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you see the White House released a press statement today? It's actually not a bad one, surprisingly. It was like not condoning it. What's it when you don't condone something? Condemning the Nicaraguan government because they just had a sham election and Ortega got elected again. Big surprise. But they
Right.
imprisoned 40 of his like rivals that were running against him. Like they're in prison.
Didn't
Yeah.
last time that happened? That was like when all the crazy riots were going down.
Oh yeah, same exact thing.
Mhm.
It's pretty crazy.
It's terrifying.
It's scary, but like good to know. Like people are still
Paying attention.
paying attention, but also like people running against him are
Mhm.
still like attempting to, even though they probably know the consequences.
Yeah.
Previously, you're gonna go
Yeah, that's
probably get locked
gangster.
Mm-hmm.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be a different breed to be doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, that would be terrifying.
Mhm.
Knowing like, oh, I'm probably gonna lose and be put in prison.
Like they fucking care about people.
Well, they care about their
That's a-
country.
Yeah, they fucking care about their people legitimately.
Mhm.
That can be the only reason.
Yeah. Do you think the people that run for office in the United States generally care about people?
I don't think so.
It doesn't like
Depends on what-
seem like it so far.
Depends on what office.
Right.
Fair point.
I think local offices for sure.
Yeah.
The more local, the more you have a representation of your actual geographical area. I think it's more accurate and more actual. Like you get to develop a better relationship with that.
And just
person.
the fact that it's less money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so less corruption.
Yeah. I think the people that get into it originally do care about people, but then I feel like once you actually get into a position of high power like that, you realize that no matter what decision you make, like people are gonna die. Like any legislation that gets passed regarding like social programs, like it literally comes down to like human lives, like numbers of human
Someone's
lives.
getting fucked
And
over.
you
You
have
just
to-
gotta decide who it is.
Yeah, they all get to the point to where they like knowing people are gonna die because of their decisions doesn't bother them anymore because it can't bother them anymore.
Yeah.
'Cause
it's
no
they
matter
wanna
what
keep
is gonna
going.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's scary. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Y'all got any pressing issues? I've got so much shit. I don't want to take up the whole podcast.
Tell
Yeah,
me
I mean, I have
about.
a couple things. Go for it then.
China mining in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that to me today on the phone. And I like researched it briefly, but yeah, just China. I think it was like some hundreds of billions of dollars that they paid to the Afghan government because apparently Afghanistan is sitting on like over $1 trillion worth of minerals, and like most of it's like lithium and like lead and stuff, which is used for high efficiency batteries for like electric powered vehicles. So yeah,
Dang.
China's trying to get on that stockpile of lithium for electric batteries in Afghanistan, which is funny because we just pulled out of Afghanistan. I wonder if that has any correlation.
That's a yeah. That was
Yeah.
like my main point. Like, do you think that's why we got out of there so quick? Because I wonder if China was like pressing.
I don't know.
Because there's no way.
Yeah, Elon's
Like,
pissed.
obviously we'd be there for two different reasons, but that would have been a bad look if China was mining in a country that we occupied.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
No, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. So, and the big thing about mining in Afghanistan is what I read. I don't know if this is true, but like Afghanistan, there's all these like different Islamist like religious sects running around warring with each other. So like you can't build factories to mine because it'll just get blown up.
Mhm.
So like no one's been able to mine there properly. So it's just like kind of untouched as far as like the minerals go, because you can't build a mine there
Mhm.
without like 10 different like Islamic groups coming to you and like trying to get money and then blowing it up if you don't pay them a ridiculous amount of money.
Right.
How do you think China's gonna solve that problem?
They've made a deal with the Taliban, and so they're trying to influence the Taliban to have very baseline social freedoms for women. So it's like they're trying to like push into where it's like, all right, you guys can't be blowing stuff up. You got to give women a little bit of rights. And then, so they're thinking like that will settle the country down enough to where they can mine there, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are times of China didn't work for us. It didn't work for us. Maybe the Chinese will figure it out. So
Maybe so. Maybe so. Does Afghanistan border the Andes? Because you know the Andes are the main,
Yes.
or the Himalayas,
Him-
not the Andes. The Andes are in South America.
Yeah,
the Himalayas.
Himalayas. They're in the most northeastern corner, so like, they just get a little bit of it,
Yeah.
but they do have it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So we got oh baby, dude. Yes.
Thanks.
Speaking of burping, did you guys know this? Burping in Korea, when you're at a nice restaurant, it is encouraged for everyone to burp as loud as they can.
I feel like I've heard
Because
that
it
before.
shows enjoyment.
yeah,
It shows it, yeah. And the chefs, when they're cooking, they'll step out of the kitchen and they'll listen. And if they hear people belching, they're just like, "Ugh," like,
So
all
they'll suck your dick for a fart.
yeah, exactly.
I've heard the same thing with like slurping, in,
Hmm.
like Japan with needles and stuff. You're like
Yeah,
eating your
Asian
food-
countries, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
really fucking cool of them
Yeah.
for doing that.
I definitely don't think it should be something that's frowned upon by any means.
Yeah, just like farting.
Mm-hmm. It's natural.
Yeah, it's just like if you just don't do any of that like in someone's mouth, why is it, like
Yeah.
you can be respectful
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah.
There's definitely a courteous way to go about
Yeah.
doing it.
Like we don't make our guests use these microphones.
Yeah. Just not tell him what we've been doing with that one. Once the camera stop rolling.
What could we do to that?
It's a world of possibilities.
Oh yeah, possibilities are truly endless.
Dude, microphone that can get pretty gross. I mean, fuck a fart, sputum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these podcasts that have thousands of episodes or hundreds of episodes, they're not like. I mean, I haven't read the manual on the SM7B. We got one over here. For some reason, our volunteer has the nicest microphone. But you don't screw that foam off and put another one on.
No,
You know,
it's just the foam.
it's and it's literally it's a
A
sponge.
Yeah, do you
It's a
think
sputum sponge.
they're cleaning those things regularly?
Yeah, I mean, give a fucking Febreze.
I bet. I don't know. Like Joe wrote. I mean, I'm sure that the hosts have their mics and that's what they use.
Oh well, yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
but yeah, I mean the guest mics. I'm sure they're saying they're cleaning them. I don't know if they're cleaning them. I don't know how would you clean. How did you
Because
clean?
I mean, as long as you're not like
Yeah.
actually mouthing it,
Yeah.
you
Like-
won't get the sputum from the last spewer.
That is
Mhm.
true.
So it's like whatever.
Yeah. I feel like maybe you can't clean that. Like you can clean these, but you just like spray Lysol. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
That's about all you can do.
Yeah. Who knows?
Do not. Something to look up.
Not
Have
many
you-
farts going in this one.
You have one.
You don't have to worry about that.
You have one sopper in
You
there,
have one.
Yeah.
locked in forever. It's gonna come out on the next single. Have you guys seen The Taking of Deborah Logan?
No.
No.
I have no idea what that is.
I've seen like the handle for it, but I've never watched it.
Brother. The lady is so old and
Mhm.
so frail. Like you could just snap her spine. You know what I'm saying? That seemed like I was bend her over and take her. No, what I meant, like if she was coming at you, you could just. I should have done it this way. You can just snap her in half. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking-
But it's still so like she's so terrifying.
What is this? Is this a horror movie?
So it's actually really good. Horror movies, I feel like, are getting better.
It
That
is
was
for
always
sure.
kind of the shit genre.
It is a horror
Like
movie.
you would watch them. Yes.
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
So it's about this. I guess this girl's in like medical school and she's doing a documentary for her class on dementia and like
Oh,
shit like
no.
that. Yeah, and so like they live in this house and like they're filming her.
That's scary. already.
It's fucking terrifying, dude. And they show the scariest part like in one of the trailers, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was leaked on YouTube or something. But that is I didn't know it was for that movie when Adriana and I clicked on it.
Yeah.
But they chase her into this well and she steals this kid from the hospital and is gonna eat her because she turns. It's like 2015. I'm gonna spoil it. From 2015, she turns into like a serpent. Like that's the demon that possesses her. Like there's always snakes popping out around her.
Oh, so she's
And-
like actually a demon. It's more than just.
Oh,
like
she
her
just gets
being-
fully possessed. Yeah,
Oh.
she has dementia and is possessed. So it's like, oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
Like
that's
dementia's already, scary enough. So they're in this like a fucking mining tunnel or something. Of course, right? Just the scariest possible place, and it's just a light on a camera, and it's pitch black, obviously in there. And they round a corner. The camera turns, and it's the little girl is like chest high on her, and her mouth is this wide, and she's just. Dude, just sucking on this kid. Like,
I think I may have showed you that video because I remember that. And then they start lighting her up.
oh yeah, they light her.
Yeah.
The cop lights her up. or
I've seen that
whatever.
video.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
it's
dude.
probably been leaked. You probably saw it like on a meme page or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When you go
Yeah,
to
so that's
McDonald's.
that movie. When you go to McDonald's.
Yeah, the hot spice.
It's so scary, dude.
Uh-huh.
It's a good one.
We should watch.
I was also looking because it was like Halloween, so you gotta try to pound out a couple horror flicks.
Yeah.
And it shows Hereditary is like the third most scary, like the third scariest movie of all time.
Really?
On this random like whatever.
I think it's pretty creepy.
Like who took that poll? You know, like
It's pretty creepy.
I thought it was a good movie, but I really didn't think it was that scary.
it's just really that one part
Where
where
she's
her head
freaking.
gets taken off.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. What do I got? Booger?
Just a little guy. Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I can handle him now, you know? I didn't used to be able to handle him. I slept in my parents' bed till I was like 15. Just from like the few scary movies that I had seen.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Did help me.
What gets you more in scary movies? Like, do you guys fear more like the slasher aspect or like demons? Or
It
just,
used
like,
to
weird
be like
stuff?
realistic situations
Mhm.
would get me like when I was a little kid,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's just straight demon
Yeah.
stuff.
Eerie. I don't know. The eerie stuff gets me. I think the scariest scene from Hereditary is when, like, the mom like swims through the air behind the girl. Like it's like not even like part of like a big part of the shot.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
silent.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
completely silent. It's just like this is what's happening, and she's just swimming through the air.
Or that scene from fucking Parasite, the
Yep.
guy in the stairs.
Oh, yep.
Like
Just real.
that is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
It's the scariest scene
That's
I've ever
worse
seen in
than
a movie.
like ISIS beheading videos.
Yeah,
And that shit's real.
dude. And you know, like it was a kid that saw it, so you know in that kid's head that's what he was seeing. It's like it's very relatable. It's like
Yeah.
that could happen to me. Like that could have happened to me when I was a kid.
I know, dude.
It's so scary.
God, we gotta watch that again.
Mhm.
I only watched it once. Oh, it's November 7th. New Dexter. New Dexter
Really?
premieres at right now.
Wow.
On what?
8 o'clock. I
On
think Showtime.
No, I've never watched a Dexter. I've only watched episodes with you. Have you
I
watched?
watched the last episode
Really?
Oh my
and then just
fucking
random
god.
episodes here and there.
Yeah, I've never seen either.
What? Dude.
I
By
heard-
the
I
time you
saw
guys
it.
watch it, you're gonna have the whole new one. You're gonna be so ready for it.
Mhm.
Unlike me, I watched it 9 times all the way through. Seriously, at least 9 times.
Really?
I'm not joking. Over the past few years,
Damn.
it is top 3 of my favorite shows ever for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the ending. It ends with him at like a log cabin and faking his own death. Essentially.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the new season, he's got his whole new squad of people up in the
Really?
mountains. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, dude.
Huh.
I'm so fucking excited.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to like get Showtime.
Fuck yeah.
Do you start watching Game of Thrones yet?
No,
I need a new show to watch. So.
we haven't done
Game
it.
of
What's it
Thrones.
on again? Did we say it
HBO
was on
Max.
HBO?
Mhm.
And we have that now.
Yes.
I'll watch it. I never.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Just get past the first season. Once you get all the characters dialed,
It's good to go.
There's just so many characters, huh?
so many. It still gets
and
confusing.
I heard they just all die.
Yeah.
Sick.
Can we talk about the metaverse?
Facebook's new thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is something I've been wanting to talk about, and I have a theory, and I want it to be on camera and out there. So it's called Facebook's changing their name to Meta. We all see that, but the metaverse has been around in science fiction for years. Like the metaverse has been talked about pretty much since the internet came about. And so what the metaverse is it's like this other place that's like things are happening around you, and you have to have like these VR goggles or some kind of technology to witness what's happening. So for a good example that I can think of is like Pokemon Go. Like there could be a Charmander right here, right now, in the world of Pokemon Go.
Right.
But we just don't know unless we pull out our phone and there it is. Like, oh, there's a Charmander sitting there. So my theory is, I don't know how far in the future, but I think the metaverse will be mankind's self-fulfilling. I think the metaverse will be mankind's self-fulfilling prophecy of the idea of parallel universes. I think we're creating our own parallel universes through the metaverse. I don't know. I thought about that the other day.
Captained by the apex predator.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he won't stay in charge of it. But I think, like, if you think about what is a parallel universe, it's like, there's all these things happening around us that we can't see and we have no idea. And I think that we are subconsciously, as a species, creating that through our technology because we just already think it exists. So we're like, well, let's just make it. I think that's what's happening.
That'd be very interesting. That's a good theory.
Because, yeah, if you think about it, like, there could be infinite of them. In 100 years from now, there could be literally infinite metaverses. And then you have, so all you do is like, oh, I have these goggles, I put these on, and now I'm in a club in my house. And there's 100 people in my, what the fuck are these people doing here in my house in the metaverse? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's like, I mean, you could track out everything in this room through our phones right now. Like, you know what's in here through the phones. And then so it's like people could just be walking into your house. And, like, you have no idea that they're in your house. And they could literally be watching you do anything. And isn't that weird?
That is weird.
I don't know. I thought about that. I think
Yeah,
that's a thing.
I like
I think
that.
it's going to be a thing. It's kind of scary.
I was reading, I think Brantley was telling me about it, because you guys were talking about this the other night, right? The metaverse.
Yeah.
And how there's, like, the way they want to set up is how there's, like, pretty much, like, AI within the metaverse that'll, like, continuously keep it running. So it's, like, its own self-sustaining community. So, like, at any point, if there's no one on the server, that server is still active with its own life.
Yeah.
So, like, it literally becomes, like, its own universe, and, like, the AI in the universe view our universe.
They're living
as,
a life.
yeah, as, like, the other, like, the parallel.
Yeah. And then what happens when, like, everyone stops using it and the server is in fucking Antarctica 10,000 feet below the ice, and it just stays there for millions of years? There's an AI are just living their lives.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's what this is?
Could be.
Could be. You know, talking about all this is getting me real pissed off about how we bought Free Guy or rented it and watched 64% of it. And then you had to talk to your girlfriend.
I know.
And I was like, can't watch it without him.
We
And then
didn't-
I fell asleep
We never finished it.
and then went back to it 49 hours later. Got to rent it again.
Yeah, we need to figure out what happens.
What movie did you do that with a couple months ago? With me and Nick. You wanted to watch
Purge. Still haven't finished it.
I don't even remember watching that.
James wanted to watch the movie so bad, and was like, I'll rent it and we'll watch it. He made it like 10 minutes into it and fell asleep, and then
So,
had, like, the 2-day trial and just didn't
It's the
watch it
reason
again.
for like the limp I've been having recently. Like those two unfinished things are eating away at me subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
I need to finish it, dude. It's like not finishing something you started. It doesn't feel good.
No,
I
it
know,
doesn't.
Fucks you up.
sucks.
Mm-hmm, it really does. It's a very important thing.
Even though it wasn't
in
like
life.
something I was doing that could have been productive and I stopped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very important. Finish shit. It's the worst.
It's
dude.
It
the
really
worst.
is, yeah.
The life lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, life lesson there on episode 27.
Yeah.
Failing at something feels better than not finishing something.
Oh, 10 times better.
Yeah. Especially in the
Mm.
gym.
Oh. Freaking, I'm sure everyone already knows it's insane, but we had the air show this weekend.
Mhm.
How crazy is the F-22?
Yeah.
Dude.
Those things are crazy.
Isn't
Like-
it weird how it seems like they'll fly slow on purpose?
Yeah, that's what's so impressive about it. They can do a flat spin, like, which an airplane is not supposed to be able to do. Like, if you're flat spinning in any sort of airplane, like, that's like,
What is a flat
Like
spin?
you're
a
going
flat spin
down.
is like, yeah, when the plane is like this, like, you're not having any more lift. You're literally just, like, spinning and like this. Like, so the plane is technically out of control, but an F-22 can vector its thrust so it can have a controlled flat spin. So he can go, like, he did it a couple times where he would go straight up,
Yeah.
level off, flat spin, do a complete 180, and just take off the other direction.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like having those pods on a yacht
Mm-hmm.
underneath your
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hull.
And I didn't know this. Our buddy was telling us about it, who knows everything about airplanes. So their helmet is their HUD, right? So they can see 360 degrees around the air path. Like, they look down, they see the ground, they look up at the sky. They can shoot missiles behind them. So if there's a
fully
plane,
accurately.
yeah, if there's a plane behind them, like they're in a dogfight, they can just look over their shoulder, look back, it'll track, and then just open their bay doors, launch an aircraft, and the missile will go down, go in front, pickle under the airplane, and just go back the other direction.
That's so.
Think
sick.
about when they were creating that in the test fucking shots,
Yeah.
the reverse shots.
Oh my god.
and it
dude.
just like fucking spins up and just blasts them.
Think about like the team. Yeah, think about the team of engineers it takes to make like it took to design like every little part of that fucking airplane.
Yeah. Apparently, that was like one of the most impressive things about it is like it's like bay doors to open, like they like it holds its payload inside. And that's how it's so stealthy. But one of the most impressive feats of engineering on that plane is how fast it can open and close those doors.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Interesting.
cool.
Apparently, it's like extremely difficult to make actuators that are that powerful.
Never think about that shit.
No, I didn't know until I freaking talked to an engineering student. I was like, damn, I would have never thought about that. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know their helmets when they're looking around. I don't know if it's always like this, but they had the airplanes have cameras, all like little cameras all around the aircraft, and they like don't see anything. Like they don't see the walls of the plane.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. How they can like look behind them and like
Yeah.
yeah.
They're just like to their perspective, they're just a body flying through the air.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, that's like augmented reality. They can see through the aircraft. It's really fucking cool.
It's crazy. But yeah, that thing is so impressive.
Mm-hmm.
How tight it can bank and everything else can do is insane.
Yeah.
Dude, how about the weather?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So nice.
I was like not even. I've been saying it all weekend. Like it's fucking illegal out here, dude. Fucking 12-mile-per-hour north wind.
Mhm.
Not a bump in the Gulf.
No.
Fucking bright green water. Zero clouds.
None.
The only disturbance is like the controlled burn going on.
Yeah.
In the whole fucking universe right now.
Mm-hmm. It's so nice, dude.
Yeah.
And then you just have these fucking.
It's so
God.
sick.
Dude,
God.
that when one of like the solo blues like broke the sound barrier, did that for the flyby.
Yeah.
And, like it got Olivia and I so badly.
Did he break it?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
they don't break it. They're not allowed to.
If he broke it,
Okay.
he
Well,
did.
it was really.
They do
loud.
like a. There's like it's just like a vapor cone.
Yeah.
Like when they fly that
That's-
low to the water, it like picks it up. I used to thought they broke it too, and then I talked to a bunch of pilots, and they're like, no, like if a plane broke the sound barrier that close, like everyone on the beach would,
to be deaf.
Be deaf.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it would shatter all the windows in the Hilton. Like, I tell you, when they do break it, they have to go X amount of miles out into the Gulf.
Well, when they're doing that cone though, are they like surfing the wave?
I
of-
think so. I think it's like right at the cusp. It's definitely like, cause what's the sound barrier? How fast do you have to go before you break the sound barrier? It's like
Let me guess.
over
One-
800 miles an hour. Or something?
864.
1,120, I think.
1230.
1,100.
767 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Aw, damn it.
It wasn't like it's obviously extremely fast, but yeah, he's probably pushing it.
That's kind of scary. I wonder if they have governors on the planes.
No, those things can definitely break the sound barrier, no problem.
That's scary.
Found out that fucking U-Hauls have fucking governors on them.
Really?
Driving back from San Antonio.
What's the top
I
speed?
thought I was going to die. 75.
That's stupid. That's kind of dangerous.
It is, dude. I was complaining the whole fucking time. I would go to like between two semis and be like, I'm kind of in like a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Be trying to get around them. Be like, time to go. Literally slow down. I'm like, okay, someone's gonna hit me. This is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
It's not fair.
That's not safe. That's sketch. You got to be able to.
I mean, it's also not safe to go like 95 with a payload.
I was about to say, they should increase the governor, but they should definitely not take him off.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, speaking of aircraft, do y'all remember the 2020 UFO craze? Oh, there's UFOs everywhere.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck happened to that?
No, I think everyone just kind of accepted that. They've like everyone's like, yeah, the aliens are real.
But like, where'd they all go? Did they just stop showing up? Like, I don't know. It was weird, man. The whole thing was weird to me. Because we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everyone's sketching already. And now all of a sudden, we might be getting attacked by aliens. Like, all these new things are happening. And now I haven't heard anything since 2020.
Because they're fucking still
Yeah.
freaking out about COVID.
I think 2020 is just a year of distractions.
Dude, it was so weird.
They were just constantly throwing stuff at us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Because what was it? It was COVID, aliens. What else happened?
there was a fucking nuclear explosion in a major city.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Beirut.
Beirut.
That was ridiculous.
The stock market was pretty much a simulator where you just throw money at it and it spits.
It gives you more money.
Yeah.
Oh, like 100 riots.
Mm-hmm. Tons of riots. Yeah. Big Black Lives Matter movement.
I wonder what the history books are going to say about 2020 in 100 years.
Oh, plus the election.
Yeah,
With
and
the
the election
going on.
That.
Yeah.
It was a crazy year.
That was insane.
We're almost done with this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's been pretty chill compared to 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how.
It's definitely a fresh of breath air.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
At this point, we got some good lives ahead of us, boys. At this point.
Yeah, you can only go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like losing your fucking arm or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we dealt with a pandemic, an alien invasion, and a nuclear explosion in Beirut that was probably from the aliens.
Yeah.
Those green bitches. Bastards. Letting us know who's in charge real quick.
I remember like whenever it turned 2021 and it was like first week we're like, oh shit, it's a fresh start. And then like January 6th happened and everyone was like, oh fuck, not again, we're getting a round 2.
What was January 6th?
The
Fucking
Capitol
shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
that was like 6 days after.
Dude, I was watching that on the news when that happened.
Yeah, I remember you called me and told me about it. You're like, you gotta check this out.
Yeah, but it was weird because they were just walking up the stairs and then they like walked past the security guard inside and then there was like a couple little like bottle rocket explosions and then that was it. I was like, what the fuck just happened? It was so strange, dude.
So weird.
Such a strange thing. It was weird because I was watching it live and they're just like boop 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 up the stairs and then like and I was like, oh shit. Like I was waiting. I was scared though because I saw the 2 little explosions and I was like, oh shit. Like I was waiting for a big one.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God it
Why
didn't
was
happen.
anyone able to get in there?
Well, I mean, there was only like 4 guys up there on top of the stairs, like 4 security guards.
Yeah, they said that it was like
And they're like,
total breach in like Capitol Police.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, they literally like Trump like started this whole like rally thing out on the National Mall. Like they should have like had some substantial amount of security. Not to expect they were gonna go do that.
Do you think that they got so pissed because they're like, oh shit, like they're trying to just push the attention off of that they are have some slack fucking security going on there
Dude, maybe so.
at the actual place that's called the Capitol?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
Like the Capitol of what? You fucking get tossed out of Ross quicker than that. Fucking acting up.
I'm marching in there trying to buy some off-brand cologne.
Yeah, that's a fucking discount store.
Yeah, dude. God.
It's really, really weird.
It was weird.
I mean, unnecessary to try to go in there also, but
Yeah.
probably should be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, did that actually solve anything? Did they get anything out of that?
What?
No,
Storming the Capitol?
because that was the day the congressional vote was for like making it official that Biden was elected,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and so I mean, obviously he's
Dude, they were ready to fucking kill Mike Pence. Do you remember that?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
'Cause they
yeah.
were on his ass.
He
'cause
was the only one that could stop the whole thing.
yeah,
Or whatever.
and
then
he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what the system gets for making fucking 2 teams.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day,
That's all it
that is the core of the fucking issue.
Mm-hmm.
It is, dude. I don't care any. Thomas Jefferson, the main guy. One of the main guys.
George
He's-
Washington.
No, well, George Washington is the main guy, but Thomas Jefferson said the 2-party system will destroy this country.
That was George Washington.
Was it George Washington?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's even better then. The main guy.
The fucking
main
first
guy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, don't do it, guys. And then we did it. And then the Capitol got stormed.
Yeah.
There you go.
It fucking took a second, but I told you.
Exactly. Gosh.
I mean, we had a civil war a couple hundred years ago. So it's
Yeah, I mean, think
Yeah, but come on, the fucking Capitol got
The
stormed.
Capitol got stormed.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in that bad of a situation
No.
right now. We got it pretty good. Did you know there's a second Washington monument in Washington, D.C.? There's 2 of them. Like, you know the Washington Monument, the big obelisk? There's another one that's, I think it's underground somewhere. Like, you can go see it, but it's...
Is it just as tall?
It's Freemasons. The Freemasons built it for George Washington, yeah.
Ooh.
It's got, like, his... So, like, you ever seen the pictures of George Washington holding that staff thing?
Yeah.
That's a Mason staff. Like, it's part of the Freemason stuff. And so when he died, like, a lot of his, like, old clothes and, like, a lot of his old, like, antique stuff that he prized is, like, in this little Mason museum they made for George Washington when he died. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
It's in D.C. somewhere, yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
That is really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. What a baller that guy was, dude. He could have been King Washington. They tried to make him King Washington of the United States, and he was like, no.
That is that.
Literally
Yeah.
the whole.
They
Taking
wanted-
away the whole point of what we just
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, they
That's
wanted
literally
him.
what he-
They liked him so much. They're like, we want you to be king. And he's like, no, like, this is, like, what do you mean?
He didn't even want to be president. He literally
Yeah,
didn't want.
I knew
He was
that.
like, after he was general during the Civil War, he was like, all right, I'm fucking done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm punching out. And
Yeah.
they're just like, well,
Give me another president that'll do that.
yeah.
He'll say no to some power. I want to see that again.
The guy was the man.
So I was watching this video. You know how Kevin Gates lost a bunch of weight? It's been a little bit now. Like, he's been on his grind. But I saw this video of him, and he was talking about it. The person was like, what made you want to, like, get skinny or get in shape? And he's like, I was holding my friend's baby, and it tried to suck my tit. And I said, I got to drop some fucking poundage.
Dude.
That's such a funny reason.
That is a good, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
Just
great reason.
Sucking my tit.
it is a good reason, though.
Looking for some milk.
He's probably going to get absolutely shredded.
Yeah. Oh, he is already. He looks awesome.
Heck yeah.
That would make me so insecure. If a baby is just trying to suck on my teat.
A baby would be vacuuming my nipples right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't know the difference.
They were lactating for a little bit in the beginning of it.
Really?
Yeah, I called my mom pretty much crying.
When's your surgery again? Month?
My appointment is December 14th. Basically where he's going to tell me if I need to be put under or not.
Yeah.
And then the surgery will probably be January. I'm telling you, bro, 2022 is going to be sick.
You got
I
it.
don't know if I already said this, but that'll probably be right when I get my certification, for the fitness stuff.
Yeah.
Nip surgery. Fucking.
I bet we
there's
can-
something else that I can't think of.
I bet we can get your surgeon on here to talk about what the insides of your boobs look like.
That would be really cool. Well, I'm hoping he's gonna let me film it, dude.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I know there's a way I can frame it to where it doesn't make him feel uncomfortable, because obviously I don't want to make the guy who's gonna cut into my armpit with a scalpel and shove a rod into my tit.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, I'm being filmed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're paying for it, though.
Yeah. Aren't a lot of those surgeries filmed anyway?
I thought, just for medical school or whatever, they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I frame it as if, hey, I'm a personal trainer, and I'm just trying to show, my younger clients, this is a reason why you probably don't want to mess around with hormones yet.
Yeah, that's actually a very good
It's like advocating
reason.
for not drinking and driving. It's just a video of Jace getting his chest rammed out.
Intubated.
No, I think I'm going to be awake, which will actually make the video better.
Yeah, for
listen,
sure.
you have to be awake. And you have to watch it.
Start off with a close shot. Hey, Jace Mungy here. I'm just here to tell you the dangers, and then slowly pan out.
Just
There's a team around you.
Dude, I don't see any personal trainers with that vid.
Yeah, I know.
No.
That's genius.
It might be.
Yeah, dude.
It might be.
I bet I'll let you film it.
Yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
don't see why not. If you're awake, might as well. If
Yeah,
it's for
yeah.
you,
Yeah, it should be good.
He can't control your right arm. He's only got your boob for the day. He can't
No,
control.
he's
what
got
you're doing.
both tits. I'm gonna be out of commish. I'll need Bill Macy in there.
I'll be commenting.
I'll get the Steadicam ready.
Yeah,
I'm just
you'll
gonna
be in the fucking
all
stool
around.
spinner.
Mason's got a gimbal and the DSLR.
I'm like, yo, can I like fly a drone in here?
The surgeon's like,
Like, yo, can we turn that light off? We got some shadowing.
how do I look?
Nice. Jake, you gotta get a fart, dude. One of these days. We
One of
might
these
just
days I'll
have you
get one.
in succession so that you can, because you.
Can just
This
warm
is
up
what
to
you
it.
have to do with your corded mic. Oh shit! I got a fart.
Okay.
I wish I had one right there.
I know that would have been
I
great.
was waiting for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
You just shoved that mic into your asshole.
No, dude.
Yes.
It's like right here. Yeah. You gotta make sure you get all the details of the fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate that.
We really do need to do this, and I don't think we've talked about this before, but we literally professionally record ourselves talking, and we professionally record these farts. Elon Musk's Tesla, I don't know if you've heard of it,
It's a new company startup.
has fart settings and shit. Like, you turn the blinker on, you can have the setting to where you turn the blinker on and set which seat farts when you turn the blinker on and shit. There's a bunch of different farts and everything. Those could be our farts.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Like, shouldn't we send file? He would love that, dude.
yeah, my dad has a Tesla, and that's his favorite thing to do whenever someone new gets in the car.
okay.
And he just does the button thing.
Yeah.
And it's the greatest thing ever.
Mhm.
It's so funny,
We
dude.
could-
And you
honestly,
don't
I
want to be
wonder-
the same farts forever.
I wonder if we could figure out a way to use the audio and put it in my dad's car.
Oh,
and
just
do it.
program it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys could probably just make an app that could link up to a Tesla and be like, oh, like
Yeah.
Replace
Which
the
that could be
sounds.
more lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
But we could try to get sending them in.
yeah, just straight from Papa Elon.
Watermark a fart somehow. What's that? Just a wet one?
Yeah. You turn everything all the way down, the farts, and you just hear it twice a week. You gotta take like 10 hours of editing, and you finally find it.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Dude, imagine if he missed it. And then every time
And-
someone farts at the very end, just through your whole car twice a week. Dude. Talk about getting out there about it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I actually heard something really cool about Elon this past week. No matter how weird of a dude he is, he's like the king of Twitter, or one of the kings
Mhm.
of Twitter.
Too much so where he affects the fucking stock
Yeah,
market.
and that was
Yeah.
fucked. But he did this thing. He tweeted he's willing to spend $6 billion, give it to the UN, $6 billion to go towards fighting world hunger if they reply back listing everything they are going to do with the money.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if they gave an adequate response, he was like, here's $6 billion.
Did they do it?
Probably. I don't know, actually. But I'd assume.
Well, we got to find that out.
Like,
And
$4
On
billion
it
goes
right
to
now.
UN salaries.
I
Shit's so stupid.
I saw something where he had an assistant for a really long time. It was this female.
Mm-hmm.
She would, I mean, he literally had to schedule his day by the 5-minute mark.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And she asked for a raise, and he said, okay, you take a 2-week vacation, and if I can't do as well as I was doing and do the same things I was doing and handle it with you gone, then I will give you the raise when you get back.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he did it just fine, and he fired her, and he hasn't had an assistant since like that anyways.
I mean, that's fair. I don't see
Yeah.
anything wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
Sucks for her,
It's
but
definitely fair. That was also like before he was the richest man in the world or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Maybe
kind of
he could spare
dangerous.
the change now.
Well, I feel like once you get to where you have that much money, you've got so many people that are probably on your payroll that aren't even doing anything, really. You got to be careful with who you're paying.
Mhm.
Because eventually you're going to get to where there's like millions of dollars every month. That's just like, where the fuck is
Yeah, that's
this?
a whole job in itself. Just,
Yeah, like where is
making
this
sure.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like Elon. I feel
Me
like he's
too.
cool. He probably spends a lot of money on like teams of people to like make memes about him and to like put stuff out on the internet about him to make you like him. But I still think he's like a pretty cool dude. I feel like I don't know.
He's
I got-
weird, but he's
putting in
knows,
a lot of work
He knows
for
what he's
us.
doing.
He's weird, but the thing he has Asperger's.
Yeah.
And like that video of him when he's like starts tearing up about like Buzz Aldrin and all those astronauts kind of not liking what he was doing, like the fact like he has Asperger's, he can't fake that. He's incapable of faking that.
Yeah.
There's no way. So that's when I was like, okay, like he's a cool guy, I'm sure. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I like him.
I feel like out of all like the multi-billionaires, he's probably the most like normal.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is.
Yeah, how do you feel about
Definitely.
that guy?
He's a lizard.
I don't like
Piece
It's
him.
of
impossible
shit.
to make
I don't like
a
him.
legitimate judgment, obviously, because we don't know him at all. But
I mean, he worked his ass off to build
No,
Amazon.
no doubt. I don't like knock him by any means on what he's built or anything, but him as a person, I don't think is.
Yeah. I think he's gotten the power got to him. The money and the power got to him a little too much.
It'd be really interesting to do an interview with, like, or even just like find an interview of them when they were like a startup and like just getting underway, and then asking them practically the same type of questions, and then doing it once they've like
Yeah.
evolved. I mean, obviously it's hard to do because you can't really predict their success.
Yeah, like
But that'd be
what's your
interesting.
view of people? Like, what do you think about the world?
yeah, I've seen some with Bezos in the very early stages of Amazon, but not like when it was. He started getting interviewed when it was like, oh shit, this blew up faster than any of these other tech companies.
Yeah.
And whatever.
In his defense, though, like, or in anyone in that position's defense, they get to that point to where every single person that they interact with for their whole day is either working for them or they're trying to get something from them. So they're being overly nice to them.
Yeah.
And so, like, they get to the point to where they're like, well, fuck, like, people just want shit from me. Like, ugh, like, get away
Yeah.
from me. They don't have anyone there to, like, be like, hey, like, quit being a fuck. Like, stop.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's tough, too. That's a scary place to be.
Yeah, that probably would help them greatly to have like siblings.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
real.
that's a good
stuff.
question. Do you think these people that have like these like just in a limitless amount of money have like act like real friends, like true
If they do,
friends?
if they do, they're lucky, because I don't think many of them do.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean,
I'm sure some of them do, and I'm sure the ones that do are very grateful for it. Because
yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah, because I mean, with Bezos, he what was he working 80 hours a week? He doesn't have any friends. You don't have any friends when you're doing that.
Right.
And then you come out on the other end and you're a billionaire. All your friends you had are gone. You don't know them anymore. And now all these new friends you have are
And
just
the only thing you have maybe is a family. And
Yeah.
It's probably a decently broken home because
Yeah.
you spend no time with them.
Yeah, it's like God, it's tough, dude.
Is that worth it?
I don't think so.
I've always wondered, like, at some point, I'm like, you've accumulated so much money, like, you could retire now and you're good for life. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I think these people, is like, their personalities, like, they, like, can't, like,
Yeah.
they're such workaholics, like, they don't, literally would not know what to do with their time if they're not working, so.
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't be worth it for me, but if their actual genuine like calling is to help this earth, then probably
And yeah,
it feels worth it to
Well,
them.
it's more worth it for someone like Elon, who I think his brain actually can help humanity. But with
Right.
Bezos, he just has a brain geared towards like being the best capitalist. Like he just knows
Right.
how to do business,
Yeah.
which is like
But
that's
that's what gets them hard.
well,
maybe.
that has its play. That has its plays, but it's
Yeah.
like, is it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is with Elon because he's. I mean,
Yeah, I think so too.
he like genuinely wants humans to exist beyond the planet Earth, which is a pretty big deal.
Dude, did you see the Cybertruck?
Yeah,
Like the legitimate.
the real one.
like,
Is there a new one?
Yeah, like it's in a. I don't know if it's a mall or somewhere,
No,
but someone posted a video, like a walk around of it.
no.
Does it still look like a
It's-
Mars rover thing?
Yeah, it is. It is crazy looking, but it looks kind of good.
You can pre-order one for $100.
What?
You can pre-order a Cybertruck for $100.
Really?
Yep.
How much are they?
I mean, as that $100 goes to like getting you a slot for like
Yeah.
the first.
It's
of
probably a
1,000
lottery.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a
lottery.
raffle almost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're probably. I bet they'll be 65, 70,000 for the base model. I bet.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable for
Mm-hmm.
any new truck right now.
Yeah. Well, he's smart. Homeboy's smart. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the first Teslas that came out were super expensive, and his goal is like you, like if you make 10 T-shirts, it's very expensive because you don't have the capital to make 10,000 T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So he made some Teslas and made them very expensive, and then he made a little bit more Teslas, made them less expensive, and then I think with the Cybertruck, he's gonna make a fuck ton of them, and they're gonna be pretty decently priced.
So
Yeah.
apparently there's 3 different types you can get. There's the single motor, the dual motor, and then the 3 motor. And so the single starts at 39,900. The dual is 49,900, and the little triple is 69,000.
Wow.
Smart.
Because I thought I heard something about it being like just
Really
under
cheap.
40, and I was like,
Huh.
but yeah, I guess there's just those 3 different models that you can go for.
That's good.
That's smart, dude. He
Yeah,
knows what he's
that's super
doing.
Smart.
Huh.
What?
That's cool, man.
I didn't realize how long Tesla had been making cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like when was their first car? It's like 2009 or something. It
Oh,
was
yeah, dude, I
it was like the
remember-
Lotus Elise. Like
I'm
modeled
talking
after
like
that.
2014, 15 maybe. I
Mhm.
was in Portland in Washington Square Mall in Portland, Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a Tesla store.
Yeah.
with 4 bangers in there, and I was like, "What?"
Mhm.
Like I had no idea about them at all.
Yeah.
And I just walked in there and looked in these cars. I'm like, "This is like, these aren't real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way." Then I saw a couple driving around
Yeah, it's crazy.
because no one had any down here
No,
for a fucking minute.
I feel like with everything,
They're also, I mean, obviously hard to get
mm-hmm.
early on.
I feel like where we live is like lives 5 years in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It's where like the west and eastern seaboard are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
Yeah, we
get
just
everything.
got fucking. We don't even have Lime scooters. We just got bird
Birds,
scooters
yeah.
like
Mhm.
a few months ago.
Mm-hmm. And they've had
I've been
those
riding
for,
those for like 5 years
Mm-hmm.
in cities and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's kind of what's so beautiful about here, dude.
Yeah, it is its own little like oasis.
It's still so much less of a secret than it used to be, obviously, like as with anything else, and it's on its way to be destined.
It is.
That sucks.
It really
Luckily,
is.
like our topography won't allow for it as much.
Thankfully, our beach is already developed,
Right.
and I don't think
Like
I-
shit has to get torn down to be built
Yeah,
back. Like it
unless they
can't
start
add-
building into like the national seashore, which I don't think they're gonna do.
I don't think that's possible.
They
Yeah.
won't.
Please God, hold strong on that.
Mhm.
Whoever's controlling that. And then I guess the only other way is up for
Yeah.
like downtown and
they'll
shit.
definitely go up. I definitely think they'll go up.
Yeah.
I remember we were saying there is that like height limit for the
So
airspace between the airport and then the base.
There's-
so I don't know how much it'll go up.
y'all talking about Portofino?
No, we're talking about just like building Pensacola growing in general.
Oh, okay.
How there's like
Us turning into Destin and such.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually kind of concerned about our generation not being able to afford decent housing. It's really sketchy.
I'm worried about it not necessarily being able to like I think we'll be able to afford decent housing. I just don't think it'll be where we want it to be. Like I think it's going to be very difficult to afford like any house that we grew up in Gulf Breeze by the time we get to like an appropriate age to be able to like actually buy a home.
Yeah.
Cuz I mean like the house I live in right now was built in 1952,
And it's up for
Worth-
sale for what, $600,000?
like 320 or something.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like that is insane. Insane.
Yeah, dude. Fucking get it now. Get what you can right now.
Mhm.
Anything.
Yeah.
Bryn just bought a fucking like acre of land in New Mexico
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to get what
for
you get.
no reason.
Get what you can get.
Can you believe that? And he's like saying something like, he's like, I think I'm gonna put a fence up. It's so funny.
Develop it a little
He
bit.
just wants to buy something so
Well, he
bad,
wants to
something
homestead.
in, like cool spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he needs to
gonna-
buy a tiny home on it.
He's gonna put a fence in a driveway, and he's gonna park his Prius and live in the
In the
Prius in their
Prius,
driveway.
That's exactly.
He's gonna build a porch.
Yeah, that's
It's just
exactly
gonna
what
be a
I'm gonna
back porch
Yeah.
with a fake door that goes to the land.
Yo, is there another Ron John going up?
Yeah, we're not
What?
like another one. Ron John is
It's an
just
extension?
extending.
Yeah, it's
So
kind
the
of.
Lucas's building, right?
I think so.
Wait, what?
That restaurant.
Lucas's.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I don't
Honestly,
support
though, if you guys want to sponsor this podcast,
Get
I'd
the fuck
probably
out of
do it.
here because you're not sponsoring it. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, I blew
No,
it.
we shouldn't do that though.
No.
We should say no. I don't like them. The fucking Walmart of surfboards, cool.
Yeah, I'm not a big Ron John fan. It started off as something cool, as most things do.
It's just what
Mhm.
when
Mine
that
was the head.
Too much.
infects your area, your
Mhm.
area is about to turn into some bullshit.
Mhm.
Agreed.
It's kind of funny that there's like a world-renowned surf shop on Pensacola Beach too. Like we get some sick surf here.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the whole thing. This is really the perfect spot for it because they're fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Do they sell
Fuck.
boards in there?
Oh yeah.
Really? Really?
China pop-outs.
Huh.
I know. Like Alvin's Island sells like some catch surfboards.
Well, Alvin's Island isn't Alvin's Island anymore. It's Alvin's Island Surf Shop. They changed their shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, look at the
all
sign.
that?
It's a surf shop now.
That's
Is
terrible.
it still Russian sex trafficking?
We should get sponsored by Alpha.
No, that was tropical.
That was Wings. or
Tropical
whatever. Or
Waves.
Tropical Waves. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Dude, there's still shit going down. around here.
100%. I would be surprised that's still happening at that place.
I wouldn't either.
Dude, there's like what?
Because there was no news coverage of that at all, and that was like a big operation.
Yeah, why wasn't that on the news?
Because it would look
Like, that's
so bad. It would look so bad if they were like,
Yeah.
sex ring shut down on Pensacola Beach.
Yeah, everyone's talking shit about slavery. That is slavery
Yeah, 100%.
going down,
human
right?
trafficking.
Like,
Right.
okay.
I missed this. What is this? I didn't hear about it.
You didn't know about this?
There was like
yeah.
a huge investigation on Pensacola Beach for like a sex trafficking ring.
Yeah, apparently they
Really?
were bringing in these like
Like Middle Eastern or not Middle Middle
Eastern
Middle Europe
Europeans.
or Eastern
Yeah,
Europe.
Eastern
Middle Europe.
Europeans.
What the fuck is Middle Europe?
Middle
Germany.
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. They had it there busting in hobbits by the hundreds.
Yeah, they
Jeez.
were bringing in all these like Eastern Europeans to Tropical Waves, and I guess they were just telling these girls that were like, "Hey, like we'll get you a visa and you can come work here." And there was like a whole stig operation to where they would bring these girls and work for them, and then these like wealthy business guys would come in and like go to the store and shop, and then take these girls to like the Hampton or something.
Whack.
Mm-hmm. Terrible.
That's
Really
Crazy
awful.
shit has gone down this place right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the Cancun's situation in Gulf Breeze?
Mm-mm.
Do you know you know where
that's a good one.
Fuji Sushi is?
Yeah.
So that was a Mexican place called Cancun's, a Mexican eatery,
Okay.
which had many a birthdays there.
It was
Many a
really
celebration.
good.
Really
It was
good
a
birthdays,
really
I'm
good-
sure.
Many a celebration. Yeah. Celebrations after just winning all the soccer tournaments and everything like that. And they got shut down for a massive cocaine operation. And the people who owned that shit and were the runners of it lived or whatever. This house literally fucking
Bleep.
next to us.
You used to
Really?
think
Thi-
you lived
this
right there?
house.
No,
This house.
The house.
The house
This house.
directly next to us.
That the people who own the donut shop live in or just moved out of.
That was their house.
Damn.
What the fuck are the chances?
That's
We
crazy.
just figured that out a couple months
talked-
ago.
Dude, I didn't,
There's coke there, dude.
I didn't even think about this. You know how like when you you build the fence right here, how it goes up?
With the concrete.
Yeah. What if that's just a
So there's like 1,000 pounds of concrete just surrounding an oak tree. That oak tree right there.
Mm-hmm.
and
There's just a concrete bed.
mm-hmm.
Why? And there's grass like over it. Like you know how St. Augustine crawls.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. You want to go digging tomorrow?
Breaking news: Twiiceaweek gets caught up in cocaine scandal.
Dude,
Jeez.
Yeah, has anyone checked the walls on that
we can
house?
rent Jacques Hamas from Tool Shack.
Does no one live in that house right now?
Well, they're
Someone-
moving. They're
I
moving
think-
away.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I think
wow.
the new peeps might be in there.
Really? We should go
Well,
introduce ourselves.
We should.
Hey, can we come dig around in the backyard?
Yeah, it's a super weird request.
Yeah. Yeah, we threw a frisbee over and we think it might be buried back there.
Yeah, but Cancun's was good.
It was so good.
Mhm.
like equally as good, if not better than mariachis. I'm saying that it was good. It was good, dude.
I never ate there. Oh, don't poop.
You
0 sharp 30. That was a good one. Speaking of cocaine, dude, remember when there was like there were just bricks of cocaine washing up on the beach? Like, hey, I want to do some cocaine. Let's go walk on the beach for 10 minutes and get some. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's seems to kind of happen a lot
We-
for how much it should happen.
Yeah, we live in a strange area.
Yeah, we do.
The Gulf Coast of Florida. The upper Gulf Coast of Florida,
Mhm.
I should say.
Mhm.
Do you know there's a whole movie made about how the upper Apalachicola is where the gateway to heaven lies. There's a whole movie made about it.
Yeah, well, if you
Because-
like walked outside today,
Yeah.
you can understand.
It's like, oh wow, this is the most perfect place that's ever been made. That's why you got all these Wall Street fucks moving here.
Yeah, we have a literal fucking town on a sandbar.
Mm-hmm. White.
And then the other town is also on one.
Yeah, it's like perfect white sand with perfect blue clear water. It's like, okay, this just
and
happened.
like gas weather most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's so sick.
Didn't get too cold.
Didn't our sand come from the Appalachian Mountains?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
I know the cord.
Actually, I think I heard that in training.
Really?
Yeah, I think
My
so
first
too.
training.
Yeah,
I wonder
it
if
does
anyone's
work.
ever fact checked that to make sure it's legit.
Well, I mean, it's like
We don't fact check any of those
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
No.
where did it come from though? Like what? How did it not get dirty? There's so much dirt. How is it not dirty?
I know.
You know, it's so weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
Yep. The
And it's
fine
squeaky.
sugar white sand at Pensacola is typically of many beaches along Florida's Gulf. The quartz originated further north in the rocks of the Appalachian Mountains.
Well,
That's
Word.
kind of perfect. That's beautiful.
Well, so what's really sick is that we also have some rivers here, right?
Mhm.
White sand
Yep,
yeah.
on the fucking rivers.
on the river. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
what?
That's crazy, man. And then it's funny how people are like, "Oh, you're either a beach person or a mountain person." But when you're here, you kind of get both.
We got some hills.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, apparently the sand dunes used to be like 80 foot tall, like
Yeah.
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't that
My parents lived here back in like the 90s.
Uh-huh.
Their first time here before. What was the first hurricane that here that? Well, Opal.
Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Like down there, they used to be huge.
when they filmed that one Jaws here, the sand dunes were way fatter.
Mhm.
Like the ones right on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
what
on the
happened
coast.
to them? Is it the hurricanes or is it us?
Canes.
Yeah.
Probably a combination.
Well, I mean,
of both.
yeah, definitely both, but
Yeah.
canes mainly.
People hiking to bonfires.
Yeah, because I remember when I was a kid, there was like that sand dune where we had the fire. It was like that everywhere, like huge
Yeah.
sand dunes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you couldn't see the Gulf. Like you had to walk to
Right.
see it.
Yeah, and we would freaking boogie him.
Uh-huh. But yeah, Opal
We're
happened.
part of the problem.
Yeah, Opal happened, and then Ivan happened, and it was just.
Yeah.
Imagine being like someone who's like came ashore on the East Coast, like a settler, like way back in the day, and then just coming up on Pensacola Beach and being like what the fuck? Like I bet old what was his name? Who was it that came here looking for the
Yeah, I
fountain?
mean, because they got to St. Augustine. And they're like,
Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon was looking for the Fountain of Youth.
Mm-hmm.
He found it.
Yep.
It's right over there.
yeah, we
Try
got
it.
it. You can
Mhm.
fucking go to it.
Mm-hmm. We're not supposed to tell anybody that.
We need to hit up Vortex.
Vortex is so fun.
That
That's
is
gonna have to
the-
be a next year thing.
That is
Again.
definition of redneck Riviera.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we go like early season, like February, it'll be pretty much just us.
Yeah.
February.
February?
Freezing.
I mean,
That water.
well, like beginning of March. Yeah, yeah.
Wear a suit.
Sometimes it gets warm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with
early.
you on this one, Jake.
The Water does not.
March. March.
No.
Yeah.
Like May, maybe.
You gotta wear a suit, bro.
Like March.
No, dude, the water's like in the 40s.
Yeah, dude, we'll spring it. Spring suit.
Springy.
I'm wearing
got,
like a 5'4".
Yeah.
Fucking short leg long sleeve.
Yeah,
long
that's
sleeve
actually,
spring is what I mean.
that's ideal. But it's gonna be cold because that place it's cold always.
Vortex is cool, but there's so many like just random ass springs.
I want to go to Ponce
Well, dude,
State
there's-
Mountain Spring.
Have you never
It's
been
pretty-
there?
No.
That's cool. It's not as cool as Vortex.
Well, I just
but-
want to go to like a pretty spring.
Yeah, there's that one like Devil's Den or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like
In
down
Gainesville?
by Gainesville.
Yeah.
Why haven't we gone there?
Apparently, they don't let you actually get in the den anymore.
Dang.
What?
Like you can like look down into it, but they like you can't swim in it or something. And I think there's like certain time of the year they do, but it's a lottery system and it's really expensive.
That's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever hear about the guy? He was a fugitive from the police, and the last place that he saw is he had scuba gear at Vortex,
Mm-hmm.
and he took off down into the caves.
Yeah, I've
They
heard that.
Never found him.
I've heard about that too.
I
I think he got away.
I bet he got away.
I wonder if he just like popped out on like
Mhm.
another end of some random.
Well,
spring,
there
you
is
know?
a vast cave system of springs in Florida,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all over the place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So that I bet he got away.
that's so. Props to him.
Mhm.
That's sick.
What were his charges?
I don't
It's
know.
like fraud or something, right?
Yeah, it was white collar stuff.
Oh, so nothing violent.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but I mean, he was going to prison, and he had
Right.
a lot of money. So
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just deciding whether I wanted to root for him.
yeah, it was white collar. So I hope he got away.
I hope he got away. Too.
If you're ballsy enough to do that, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, that's punishment enough.
I would
That's
never.
far worse than prison.
You just go for it.
Mm-hmm. That's
Would never. Nope.
No.
dude.
Like, there's plenty of things that I would do in this world that I'd be like, yeah, that's kind of scary. But diving underwater in a cave, no.
Yeah. Would you take prison for
No.
15 years, or they give you a scuba tank with 2 hours of air and say, "All right, take off down that cave and do not come back up this hole"?
Prison,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no. And
Jeez.
I never even thought about this until like a couple months ago. Think about like, what if your light goes out?
mm-hmm. Bye.
Fuck that.
Yeah, you might as well just take your regulator out and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
get it over with.
Yeah.
You're not feeling around.
No, dude.
Dark.
Just praying for one glimmer of
Do you
light.
think your brain
Not
lets you
getting
do
it.
that? Like
What?
if it's
No.
time, for you, you know you're gonna die,
Mhm.
and it would just be over so much faster if you could just full lung a gulp. There's no way your brain lets you.
I don't think so.
There's no way.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to. That's making.
That's
me,
what you want to do. You
Oh
just-
yeah.
You would just.
It hurts so bad.
Oh, it would be so painful.
Oh,
That's probably what you.
nauseous.
Have you
Mm.
seen? Have you guys seen? Oh my god, the guy who sucks down the hot dogs. He's like, I'm best in the Northwest. I don't know, maybe ever. That's the sound he fucking makes.
and then he
And then
got 3 buns.
yeah, and that Oh, that's what he should have done.
Yeah.
And that started this huge challenge.
Oh god.
Then the dude, where's my challenge? Those dudes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out to those dudes. I love you guys. They're not like as relevant as they were when the guy who pukes from the 12 beers in 12 minutes or whatever.
Oh
or 10
yeah.
beers in 10 minutes.
Yeah, what happened?
And
They
it's
were
like, he's
blowing
like,
up.
so much froth in
Yeah.
my fucking gut. So he got down 16 whole hot dogs. Opens a can of them. I don't know if we get we got to show a screenshot.
Wait, he
on
opens
Reddit
a
or
canned
something.
hot
He
dog?
Like
opened
shout
a
him out.
can.
It's a can of what does he call them? I think he calls them sausages.
Sausages.
Yeah.
I get a can
So
of
he
sausages.
gets a can
yeah?
opener and he opens them and they're just like these raw sausages, and he dips them in this he has this Guinness pint of water
Yeah.
and he just dips them in and just 16 of them.
God.
Okay, and then he gets to 18 and he vomits 3 of them.
Whole hot
3.
dogs.
He said, "I vomit 3 whole sausages."
gotta watch that.
We'll watch it like right now because
Dude.
you could probably gotta wrap this up. But
my
yeah, we'll
God.
watch it literally right now.
Do you think you could eat? Either of you think you could consume? You probably could. You got a crazy gag reflex.
Yeah.
Or lack of.
I don't have a gag reflex.
You definitely couldn't.
we couldn't be more polar opposite on that front.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably could almost get one if I'm meeting in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, you've got to be because I mean I get every single day, 2 times a day I gag from brushing my teeth.
Really? You know what? Sometimes I do gag from brushing my teeth, like when I get deep on my tongue.
Yeah, but how you probably go deeper than you're probably brushing the back of your throat.
I mean, I get pretty deep. Well, my uvula, for y'all out there wondering why I don't have a fucking gag reflex, my uvula hangs down the back of my throat. Like, it's long. And so it's just, there's always something touching the back of my throat, so
yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
And mine's the opposite. I have a high and tight nut sack.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
You have a 6-incher, and I have a high and tight balls.
So we're getting a pack of sausages next week.
Sausages.
I bet I could just gut a couple of them.
That scares me.
I've only
so
seen
bad.
one person try, and
Better-
it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
You better aim
Wait,
for the
well-
fucking esophagus, dude.
Well, this guy
you
did.
trach that shit.
The thing
Oh,
is,
yeah,
this
you're
guy
done,
did
though.
18 of them. I can do a couple of them.
You're pretty crazy though.
Dude, are you trying to?
I'll do it. It's not a big deal. If I like a sausage is
This camera.
I'm less worried about this than I am the one chip. I'll be honest with you. It's just you're not gonna choke on a
We're gonna
fucking
get-
hot dog.
We're gonna get some sausages.
Why wouldn't you? Though
It's the perfect size. That's actually the number one choking hazard in children is hot
Really?
dogs. Yeah.
But it's so lubricated. You could just just spit it up.
yeah. Well, let's go, dude. I
All
mean,
right.
we got you covered.
yeah,
If something goes wrong,
I'll suck it straight out of you.
push fucking fat outside. That's great, dude. That's a great way to end it. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. James, we love you. Please like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you know on Friday when we're dropping this shit. We are twice a week.
Let's have a chat.